Hello, I'm Rachel Jones for the Finance News Network. Joining me today from Genex Power is Executive Director Simon Kidston. Simon, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
First up, Simon, can you tell us about the Kidston Energy Hub that Genex is developing?
Yeah, so Genex Power is focused on renewable energy generation and energy storage. And what we're developing is the holy grail of renewables. We're integrating a solar resource, a pump storage hydro project, which is like a giant water battery, with a wind farm. So the combination of those three technologies enables us to deliver 24/7 baseload renewable energy. This project is unique globally and it's being developed here in Queensland, Australia.
Thanks, Simon. Now tell us about your K1. That's been selling power into the grid since December. How is that going?
So our stage 1 solar farm was constructed last year. It was built on time and under budget. Since December, we've been generating strong cash flows by selling electricity into the Queensland electricity market. And one of the great things about this project is that it benefits from a 20-year Queensland government revenue guarantee. So provided the sun shines in Queensland, our project generates a strong cash flows backed by the Queensland government contract.
Excellent. And now to your flagship project, the K2, the pumped hydro and the larger solar farm. What can you tell us about the financing there?
This is a really strategic asset in the context of the East Coast Australian energy markets. The pump storage hydro project has completed feasibility. It's a shovel-ready project and we intend to finalise our funding this calendar year and get into construction next year.
And what can you tell me about the construction?
So we're ready to commence construction next year. The project is shovel ready and in many ways our pump storage hydro project acts as a giant water battery. So what happens is when the sun's shining, we use the energy from our co-located solar farm to pump the water from the lower reservoir to the upper reservoir. That water can be released and generate electricity and dispatch that energy into the electricity grid. By doing that, we can sell electricity at peak times and maximise the revenues for the project and returns for our shareholders.
And how about the economics for that?
The economics should be very, very attractive. One of the great things about these infrastructure projects is they're long life assets. They're capable of generating very, very stable returns over a period of up to 100 years.
And now to your finances and the share price. How is the business tracking?
The share price has been performing nicely this year. We've been very much focused on hitting milestones, and as we do so, we de-risk our project, and that is being reflected in a steady appreciation in our share price. We've got some major milestones coming up before the end of this calendar year, so we think the journey's only just begun with some upside potential for investors.
And Simon, there's been a lot of development in the National Energy Guarantee Policy. What impact does this have for Genex and how does it affect the Kidston Stage 2 solar hydro farm?
The government's very focused on energy security and energy reliability. The issue with wind farms and solar farms is they don't generate when the wind's not blowing or the sun's not shining. So what's critical to the stable functioning of the grid is an efficient form of energy storage. Our pump storage hydro project is a giant water battery. We can charge that battery with our solar farm by pumping the water from the lower to the upper reservoir. We can then release that energy by generating power into times of peak demand. So our pump storage hydro project, it's shovel ready and it's ideally suited to comply with the new government policy of the National Energy Guarantee.
Excellent. And last question now, Simon. What can investors expect in the terms of news flow?
So we have some major upcoming milestones which we're focused on delivering by the end of this calendar year. First and foremost is the finalisation of our energy offtake discussions. We expect to finalise our funding discussions this year, and that will put us in a perfect position to commence construction next year. By realising that and by achieving those milestones, we will unlock the value and the potential of this very strategic asset which we've developed over the last 3 years. So I'd suggest now is a very, very exciting time to join the Genex story and consider investing in the company.
Excellent. Simon Kidston, thanks for the update.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rachel.